I'm at the only koala hospital in the world, watching a koala rescued from Australia's bushfires. This is what the hottest year on record looks like. As thousands are evacuated from their homes, it's the wild animals who are left with no safety plan. Scientists are estimating close to 1 billion animals have died in the current bushfires. And now one of this country's most iconic species is vulnerable to extinction. Deforestation and disease have already decimated koala populations. But with a crippling drought turning their disappearing habitat into a tinderbox, how long have they got?
These are all the rehabilitation animals that we have. We've got ICU, which I'll take you through, and then we've got the exhibited ones where you've got all the visitors.
Oh, come look. We've got a koala crisis. Oh, poor little guy.
Come on, Austin. That's a boy.
You can tell this one's really injured, eh? Do you see the burn marks on the arms?
I think we worry more than what they do because they do this all the time. They live in trees, but our motherly instinct comes out, and that's the problem.
You've worked here for how many years?
7 years.
And what have the past 3 months been like for you in comparison?
Oh my gosh, it's been a roller coaster. It's been on the go. It's been a big learning curve because I didn't come in, never experienced a bushfire before to this extent. Didn't know what we do to them.
Since the bushfires flared up in November, the hospital has received 49 new patients. And is this where the most critical animals are?
All of this fur is eventually going to fall off. Okay, so underneath this is all of this. It's going to be in there. So she's got a long way. It takes up to about 9 months.
When did she first come in?
She came in probably about, I'm just trying to think now, about six weeks ago now.
And where are the most common places on their body that they get burned?
Hands, feet, rear, chin, around the eyes as well, the heat.
It seems like koalas have all the odds stacked against them.
They do, they're a very unique animal and they have got, it's just a solitary little animal that minds its own business, sitting in a tree, eating leaf, and they've got so much hassle, they really do.
It's thought that 30% of Australia's koalas have been wiped out in this deadly fire season. This one's really lucky to have been able to have been brought in, but there's so many that lost their lives. These bushfires have been absolutely devastating for the koala populations. And the reality is, this planet is only getting hotter. So how can we make sure that this iconic animal survives?
From out of these areas, out of these enclosures, they go onto different enclosures which are actually open, which are around the corner here, and then we observe them climbing. Especially it's important on the ones that have had injuries to their limbs. You know, are they climbing up? Are they climbing high?
And why is it important that the distance that they climb?
Because the higher the koala in the tree, the healthier it is.
And can that height protect them during the bushfires?
Depending on the type of fire. Okay, if you've got the low intensity fires, which is basically the scrub fire that comes through down below, they will go up high. That's not a problem. But the fires that we've had are called crowning fires, which are intense fires which are travelling up the top of the tree. The koala will stay up there and it's going to burn. Even if it comes down, it will burn because the trunk's been burnt. So it's really a really awful situation that they're in. They just can't save themselves.
A crippling drought is depleting the nutrients from the koala's only food source, the eucalyptus leaf. What's going on with her?
Now, she's also a burns victim, but she's developed chlamydia.
Oof.
Okay, so we're going to pop down here. Oh, no way. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Wait, what do you do for it?
I used to be in customer service.
Really? Now you're giving injections to koalas. But you're doing it so confidently.
Well, yeah, that's the appearance.
Would you have imagined, what?
Never.
10, 15 years ago that you would be working in a koala hospital?
No, never, ever. Absolutely love it. I would not change it for the world.
Really critical koalas need round-the-clock home care. Hello?
We've lost over 300. You know, I've been here in a bushfire before where we've had a bushfire in exactly the same area, but we didn't lose that many. They were just incinerated. The fires have been too hot. It just breaks your heart to think about.
Oh, let's sit there. Look here.
dinner time. Okay, get him started. He's a real sloppy eater.
Oh, bless him. And what kind of condition was he in when he first came over?
Well, his ears were all burned off. He didn't have a black nose. His nose was red raw, all under his chin. All his paws were burnt. His feet.
And what kind of care have you been giving him to get him to this place?
Sit down.
Oh, you guys are close, aren't you?
You can try. There, just push it out nice and slowly.
There you go.
You can do it a little bit faster than that. So every 3 days we had to change the bandages on his feet and put the cream on his feet so that it would heal. Their burns were terrible. All of them had
What do you
their
think?
feet, and you can see he's lost a lot of claws. That means he probably won't be releasable.
And are you worried about the future of this species?
I do worry about them. Up until the fires have sort of thrown this light on them and their plight, in urban areas like here and other urban developers, they're cutting down their trees and building housing estates.
Could you imagine this country without this animal?
Well, I couldn't, and I can't understand why politicians don't understand that either.